Thanks for coming back. We are going to start on a new Tonka project. It's going to be the AA service truck wrecker. This is, I believe, a 1963. It does have a lot of damage on it and scratches and stuff like that. Look at the actual hook is a nail bent over. But, you know, it's seen some years and missing some parts. Needs a lot of polishing. The grill looks like it's savable. The hubcaps, possibly the white walls are going to change around. Let's tear it apart to sandblast it. So here we go. Okay, here's the truck we're going to start with. It is a real nice wrecker, but it does have a lot of deep scratches in it. And we're going to fix this up to be perfect. Put some new tires on it and stuff like that. So let's start with disassembling this piece, and we'll show you what we're going to do here. On the bottom, we take apart the back end. There's a couple clips here. We're going to straighten them out. Just use a fine little screwdriver. Another one over here. And take some of these tires off. I use a pick hook like this. Matter of fact, I am going to use this pick hook. And what I do is we'll try the screwdriver first on the tires. Let's see how pliable they are. They feel like hockey pucks, so I don't know how far we're going to get. Remember that the white wall here is on an angle. Let me get my glasses on here. So I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, never say never. Look at that. All right. So got one white wall off. Take another one off here. And go to the next side. Oh, these are coming off pretty good. I've seen real bad ones where they just completely just dissolve and crack, and you got a mess everywhere. These are still pretty stressed. These are pretty still distressed, so not too bad. I mean, they're still flexible, but the tires are hard as a rock. Hard as a rock. All right, so let's go back on this side here. There's the wheel, and what they do is they pound the snot out of this right here and bellow it out. You can use a Dremel to lightly go over that and get rid of that edge. What we're going to do here is we're not going to be using these tires. We're going to just take a pair of cutters, side cutters, and I am just going to clip it right off. Just came right off. Put that in the box. I'm going to put all these in the box. Now that tire should pretty much come right out. Put that in the box. And that in the box. Now this one we are going to save, and we're going to just clean up that edge just a hair, but I am going to polish this up. So we'll put this aside here. Let's do the back one now. And take off this back one, just like we did the front one. Okay. Remember, we use other clips on there that are retaining, slip-on type retaining clips. This tire, you know, if you look at it closely, it's all cracked all over, and it's hard as a rock compared to a new one. So you can hear it. Sounds like a pair of dominoes. All right, same thing here. This one's cracked in the middle here too. And put that domino in there too. All right. Here's that. Look at that. This one has got a nail on it. A finishing nail has a tow hook. This one has a spare tire on it. That's not in bad shape. We might keep that for the end process. One thing I probably should do first, we'll take off the wrecker. Let's just go in here and straighten this tab so it's easy to come right out. Actually, just a hair more. A hair more. So you can see that. Now that wrecker should come up and out. It's got little hooks in the back. The whole cab is coming with it. Perfect. But it's hooked in right into the back here. Your whole assembly is done. We are going to polish all this up. We're going to replace this. It's missing a light. I got another light here. I did buy a matching set, and I bought a new bar. We could probably try to polish that. If that polishes out nice, we're keeping it. So this part is really in good shape. It just needs to be cleaned really well. This here we're going to polish out as well. So I think we're not going to blast this. We're going to clean this. This is not rusty or anything. It's got a little surface rust, but we're gonna strip it down. We're gonna go 100% on it. Let's take the taillights out. We're gonna put new ones in. You notice that the tow hook is missing on the back here. That's why I have a new one sitting over here. The new tow hook. We're gonna put that in there. Matter of fact, I have the light too. So this one's done. That's ready for sandblasting. Let's take the top apart. We'll take the front grille off first. Let me go get a drill and we'll get that taken off. Hold on, please. Okay, and we're back here. I did go out and get the different Dremel and a different tip on it. So I already got one out, so I'm just going to finish up the second one for you. You can see what's going on. Oh, sorry about that. Looks like my Dremel here is coming loose. We'll do it one more time. We're just going to round out the bottom of that. And I think we got it. Oh, maybe not. Just a little more. I gotta check out the new ones. I guess I just got a push button on top versus a speed control. Gotten that part. There's some that dust in there. This looks pretty good. We're probably going to reuse this one. Polish it up. Rip it out. We erase that. Garbage in there. The other rivet in there. Alright, so now that we expose the front end, now we can actually take apart the front cap. There's the two little tabbers down here, tabs, one for each side. Pull them lightly straight. Okay. Let's get a hold of this one too. Remember, these are the ones we turn and pound down later. All right, let's see how that one looks. That looks good. That looks good. Now, that little tugging and pulling, this part should come off. It's working. I'll take it right in here. That's where the back clip is. There we go. That's loose. I'll go a little bit here. That's loose. Now our top is off. Well, easier said than done. Okay. It's hooked on that little tab there. All right. So now the bottom chassis is off. And now we're going to take the roof off. Now, I'm just going to look inside here, make sure these aren't twisted and bent too much. If they are, that's been done at the factory. So I'm going to try to straighten these out just a hair. Can you see what I'm doing there? All right. If he said no, I'm probably not going to be able to hear that. All right. All right. Straighten them up now. Easier to put back in later. All right, let's see what happens. Let me work one side at a time, hopefully. Worst scenario, I hate doing it this way, but there's a little tab here, and you can pick it up. Little tab here. You just work it up with the screwdriver. This one's come loose already. Let's see. Now, let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to turn this a little more. There we go. Try it one more time. One's up, one's not. This one's loose. There we go on this one. This one's giving me a little bit of a problem here. Let's try pushing from this side. Down and out. Okay. Just try one more time here. There we go. This windshield, I think it just needs to be cleaned. I think it'll be fine once we clean it up. All right, so we'll save that part as well. Front cab, ready to be blasted. Light. It's just held in there by a light. Just squeeze it. There's a 3-prong little thing in the middle. You can see 3 prongs. We're just going to squeeze a little bit lightly, not to break it, until it pops out. All right, this one's got the chrome and a light on it. I can try to polish both of them. I think they'll be fine. They'll look brand new, so won't have to buy that either. And then we have the top. Now all three of these are ready to go, and now we're going to take them to the sandblaster. I'll give you a little video of the sandblasting, and then we'll come back and we'll get it painted up and start assembling. So we'll see. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to show you a little bit about the sandblasting process here. I went and sandblasted all the chassis, the front cab, the top, and the bed. This was in pretty good shape. I polished it up a little bit, polished up some of this stuff, and everything turned out pretty good. So let's go to paint, and we'll be right back with paint. And we're back. Now we have everything painted. So, first of all, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I polished. Now, I was able to reuse just about everything. I used the Dremel with a a disc on the front end of it. Looks like this. This little polishing brush. I used some of the scratch out Formula 1. Takes out swirls and scratches. Cleaned up that grill. Just beautiful. So we got the grill done. Remember how dull that was? That's the part that goes here. We'll put that on in a few minutes. The axles I didn't go crazy on. This part, look at that. This is original. Beautiful. This is the only thing I replaced. Hubcaps, original. The light, original. And we're going to start putting some stuff together. Why don't you give me just one more second, and we're going to get out the tires, white walls, and some other components that we're going to need to finish up this job. So everything's painted, looks great. We're going to go from here. Okay, hold on please. Okay, we're back. So let's start like we did last time. We got some tires set up, some hubcaps set up, all the pieces we need to put this together. So let's start with, we'll put this aside, put that aside. We're going to start with the bed and the chassis. Remember last time we had the little tailgate, had a hook in the back. Let's turn this upside down. There's two little prongs right here and here. Slide right in. And then the chassis slides in right through these little slots. Now we're going to give it a little bit of pull and a little pull. And now we're going to hit it with the hammer. Did I misplace my hammer? Probably. Well, I am looking, and I don't see it. And I'll try this one. I don't like using this one. Okay. It worked fine. Okay. Sorry for the delay on that. Now, before we start on putting that in, I cleaned this one up as best as I can. It looked really in good shape. So let's try just putting some of these components back together again. This goes back in here, slides over the top of this, like that. This piece comes down, hold it in place. I'll go with the weight bar. Okay, flip that over. Give it a little bit of a pull on each one of these. Make sure these, just snug them up here. Pull them out basically is what I'm doing. Well, let's get in there with this one. Actually, I'm just going to spread them apart. These are out a little too, just a hair. Not a lot. Alright, that's on. We needed a toe string, and I don't have that in front of me right now. We'll get that in a second. Let's put this in. So the first two, we're going to put in right into the slot in the bed. Oh, I'm sorry, in the back of the bed. All right. That fits perfect. Bring it down, make sure it goes right in without scratching anything. I'm squeezing it just a little bit. And then we're going to go underneath. And we are going to pull. This one's pretty good already. This one here, we'll pull this one out a little more. Okay, perfect. Now everything is connected in the back. Like I said, all I need to do is put a string on there. This piece here goes here. And this is the tow hook for that everybody always loses. We're going to open that up a little bit. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to open it up now. Just going to pull it out a little bit here. Okay, so we can push it back in. It's got a little bit of pressure. Okay, there's your tow hook. Taillights. Put the taillights in. Just snap in. Snap in. Alright. Alright. No scratches. Alright, let's put the light in. Just snaps in place. That's it. She's in. Alright, windshield. Kept the old one. Let me just clean this up a little bit, and then we'll get the hook for the tailgate. Okay, let's start by putting on the windshield. Put it in place, and that looks great. Let's bring in the top cab. We'll do it slowly like last time, right around the original windshield. First, let's do a test run. Looks great. This could go out just a hair. All right. This is the original windshield. And it does look a little off kilter. There we go. Tricky in the beginning. There we go. We're down in there. Lined up on that side. Lined up on this side. And that's it. When it gets all the way down to that bottom piece, you are clearly in. Just a little dirt. All right, so now we go back right over to here again. Make some more chalkboard noises. Hopefully we can get it in here. Right where we had it last time. Oh. And we're snapped in place. Voila, I found my hammer. We're going to tighten down them tabs, fold them over. Beautiful. Nicely done. All right. Now let's go to, let's put the winch, the front grille on. I have all the old headlights. Put them in. And there we go. Now we're going to put the grille back on and put the grommets back in. This is the same winch. This is the same grill that came out of this one, so it's nice to put the original pieces right back in the way they came out. Let's turn this upside down. I have two rivets. We're going to rivet these things in. How's everything look in the back on here? Good. There we go. I think they look good. That looks great now. Put that rivet in. And then we have this rivet tool. One end's for the smooth side, one end's for the rivet side. Gonna back it up just a hair. Make sure the inside's lined up with the outside. Okay. Don't have to go crazy on it, just nice and snug. That's it. Back it up. Go over to the other side. Okay. Wasn't feeling comfortable with it until you got it the right way. They're beautiful inside here. They're great. Alright, we can either start, let's start on the tires. I do have a hook. We can do that right away first. I'm sorry. There's the hook for the brand new reproduction. So that goes down. Went too far with it. Goes right in here. And it goes right to here. See, they warmed up the tips on the ends of it so it wouldn't fray up. And that part is just a little thicker than the hole, so we'll help it through. Double knots here, so okay. And then I have a little rubber piece that goes on this end, and your hook is all ready then. This is the way it originally came. You hook it right onto it. So when you're towing, you know, you bring it up, bring your truck up with that, then push it over and lock it in place. But for now, we're just gonna leave it. I'm gonna just bring it all the way up. I don't want it dragging all the way around all over the place. Bring in that. Okay, let's start on the axles. 2 axles here. Let's bring that new tires over. Feed it through. Let's do the back. Alright. I put this one on here. Put that retaining clip on there again. We have these new retaining clips that we just, instead of pounding it down and putting that washer on, I'm using a retaining clip. I found these online. I like these a little bit better. They're a little tighter. We'll do the same thing with this one here. Pop it through. Okay. Another retaining clip. Make sure it's on tight. Here we go, nice and snug. Alright, so let's get your hubcaps on. These are brand new tires, rubber tires, rubber hubcaps, and original rubber white walls, and then these are the original hubcaps from 1964. Try to keep as much as original as you can. Paint was just scratched up. Cleaned all the chrome. See how flexible this is from with a new tire. You almost can just bend the rubber tire, you know. This one's like this one, hockey puck. One here. Now, what I am going to use on this one here, a lot of people do, a lot of people don't, but this little piece right here is usually used for a spare tire. Your service truck, your wrecker, you need a spare tire. So for decoration, that's what I do. So we're looking good. 24-hour service, and our AA signs on now. Just do it this way you can see it better. All right. AA. I'm gonna say right there. Signs. Right above the wheels. Right above the wheels. Ew. So it's giving me a little bit of hiccup here. Let's go from this side. Alright. Right above the wheels. Perfect. Perfect. And the last AA sign. Finish this one out. Finished product. Beautiful. Some of that dust out of there. Where I was putting that rope through and when I was putting that tire on. And everything looks good. Front, bottom. I'll leave it just like that. That is gorgeous. Until the next time, I guess like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. We're going to do some more. I have a lot more sitting on the table here ready to go. So it's just a matter of time and patience. So have fun, and if you're doing the same thing, have fun with it. Talk to you soon.